Oh, wow, that is so cute. Wait, is that even true? Oh my goodness. No. Oh, I got a little lost scrolling on my feed. I'm on Metatropolis, the most popular social media platform in town. I'm seeing so much fun content, but also some problematic posts. Looks like losing the key has affected social media too. Let's see if we can help. Mia found a way to plug us directly into the virtual social media world. Ready, Mia? Let's go. Here we are, the social media platform of Metatropolis. A social media platform is like a stage where users can stand up and share their ideas. But without the key to the city to guide them, these users are producing some questionable content. Some posts are misleading, thoughtless, or downright mean. Social media can be a great way to share information and build community, but it can also create problems if we don't use it carefully. On our tour of Metatropolis, we'll learn to analyze the intent or purpose behind producing and consuming social media. We'll also check out some tips for using social media responsibly. By compiling that information, we'll keep Metatropolis users safe and informed. Let's get going. To start, let's figure out what social media is. Think about all the social media platforms you know of. What do they have in common? How are they different? Pause to jot some ideas in your PDF, then resume when ready. Let's take a look. Social media refers to interactive online platforms where users can produce and consume content. Different platforms might emphasize different forms of media like videos, text, or images. When we use social media, we should be mindful of the intent of the platform, as well as our own goals as content producers and consumers. Before we analyze the intentions of social media users, let's consider the platform itself, in this case, Metatropolis. What do you think is the intent of a social media company? Well, like most companies, the intent is to earn money. But almost all social media is free for us to use. So where is that money coming from? Advertising. The more users are online, the more advertising they consume, and the more money the company makes. That means the company needs to keep users engaged in order to profit. Platforms use infinite scrolling, frequent notifications, autoplay videos, and gamified features like streaks to keep users online. Social media also relies on algorithms. In this context, algorithms are programming that controls what social media content you see. For example, if you comment on videos about skateboarding, you'll start to see more skateboarding content and ads in your feed. On one hand, these features and algorithms can introduce us to content we enjoy. On the other hand, they can make social media hard to put down. And sometimes algorithms show us negative content that upsets us or encourages bias or unkindness. So the intent of the platform itself is to keep us online. Now let's move on to think about the intention of social media users. In Unit 2, you analyzed author's purpose using PIE: persuade, inform, entertain. People use social media for those same reasons. Get ready to use your PDF to analyze 3 posts. Beside each post, identify its intent to persuade, inform, or entertain. Pause to analyze, then resume when you're ready. Let's take a look. Looks like this user has entered an art contest. Fun! So her intent is to persuade us to vote for her piece. In this second post, the user is resharing a news article, so their intent is to inform. Now let's check out that last post. What's this user's intent? I think he's trying to entertain us, but this isn't entertaining to me. This feels like bullying. All three of these users have made some unsafe or irresponsible choices. I think they could use some tips on responsible social media use. Let's see if we can help. Social media is unique because users are producers and consumers. That means it's especially important for us to use it responsibly. When we produce content, we need to remember that many people might see what we share. When we consume content, we need to think critically before trusting information, even when it's shared by friends and family. With that in mind, let's look at those three posts again. Each of these users has made an unsafe or irresponsible choice. Pause to consider how each is being irresponsible and write your ideas on your PDF, then resume. Let's check. This first user is sharing personal information like her full name, age, and location. That's dangerous. Just like we don't give our personal details to any stranger on the street, we don't give them to people on the internet. This second user is sharing a news story, but that headline sounds pretty unbelievable to me. Before we share information, it's important to evaluate its credibility. Otherwise, we might spread rumors and misinformation. The last user is being unkind. I'd never want someone to post my photo without permission, so I know it's not okay to do that to others. Online, people can get carried away and say things that they'd never say in person. So we should ask ourselves, would I still say this if the person was standing here? If the answer is no, don't say it online either. If we find ourselves using social media to make others feel bad or feeling bad ourselves, it's a sign that something needs to change. Remember that the main goal of a social media platform is to keep you online. Our intent is usually to enjoy ourselves, whether that's looking at cute cat photos or chatting with friends. But the platform's intent is to keep us online and consuming content. Sometimes those two intentions align, and the algorithm shows us a kitten or helps us connect with an old friend. But sometimes social media's design keeps us scrolling mindlessly, even though we're bored, upset, or starting to ignore our real-life friends and hobbies. When we realize we're feeling unkind, sad, or angry, we should set some limits on our social media use. What advice would you give to someone to help them use social media responsibly so they and everyone else can enjoy it? Pause to write some ideas in your PDF, then resume. Let's take a look. Some suggestions are limiting their use, turning off notifications, and unfollowing or muting accounts that make them feel negative. They can also set aside time to hang out with friends in person and explore cool new activities to do offline. I'm sure you had great advice too. Mia will share all our ideas with those users. Hey, check it out! After chatting with Mia, those users edited their posts. Metropolis is feeling friendlier, safer, and more fun. This has been cool, but I'm feeling a little too immersed in social media. I think it's time for a screen break. Phew, oh, it is good to be back. Over the next few days, you'll hone your social media savvy using your PDF to give Mia more info for the new key to the city. Then we'll meet up at the deportment store? Not department store? I need to check the map. Until then, remember, every story is a new horizon. See you next time. Hey, hey.